G'day YouTube, Warbles on a lot here. Looking south down the Powerline Easement corridor access track. It's a bit after 9 o'clock in the morning, and a couple of days ago I had a phone call from Transgrid, the people who own the power line. It's a 132,000 volt power line. I think they bulldozed this easement corridor in 1960, maybe 61. The line went into service in 1963. 132,000 volt feeder line from Armidale to Tenterfield. I've only actually got one tower structure on my place, which we'll get to directly after a little bit of a smart ass cut. Okay, now it's around about 10 years, could be 12 or 15 years since I last received a phone call from Transgrid saying they wanted to come up here and clear the trees away from their power line. I don't know, I would have thought they got a pretty fair clearance between the top of that little wattle sapling and the power line, but they do their helicopter inspections. They have their standards. So, last time, because the Latoria burralongensis were biologically extinct except for the ones in my 3 dams, I refused them permission to put, well, it's some kind of chemical which kills what they call woody weeds. I'd call it trees and scrubs and shrub, forest regrowth, where the land is attempting as best as it can to rehabilitate itself after having been literally scraped back to bare rock. So last time I made them come up here and individually direct inject each tree that they wanted to kill. This time they said they weren't going to be using chemicals, they just wanted to come on and trim anything that they thought was a threat to their power line. I have been hearing enormously loud powered machinery yesterday morning and this morning. I think it will be interesting to find what we discover as we approach the sound of the loud machinery. Okay, approaching the gate of the Badlands. And there they are. I hope they don't plan on crush, kill and destroying the entire easement corridor. Like, I'm thinking they're just going to clear their track. Suppose I better go down and find out what the plan is. Okay, and for the curious, yes, I do in fact use that access track. 2 days ago I brought my 1983 Subaru 1800cc touring wagon up here and down here, and I went back with a load of firewood on it. We'll see what we got when we get down here. If you look real close, you can even see my wheel tracks. Sounds like he's got a fucking jackhammer. Good God. They've wiped out all the fucking tall trees on one side of the clearing. This is absolutely not what I had in mind. Not at all. Fuck, I hate bureaucrats. I really, really hate bureaucrats and the way they operate when taking liberties in crossing land that I pay rates on. Some pretty serious edge effect going on here. Ah, look. Evidence of my passage collecting a load of firewood. This is the windrow which has been mined for firewood. This is what was left over from the 1960 bulldozing expedition. The firewood I cut came from this stringy bark windfall. However, I spy with my little eye something in a bright orange coat. I'm going to have to go and talk to him and see why the fuck they cut all these down.